There have been times where I've just went raw, none of the effects. It also has my signature Seymour Duncan pickup in it. It's called the Machete because Mio always hits it, and now there's nothing for him to hit. So how's everybody doing? I am Dino Cazares from Fear Factory, and we're going to give you a quick gear rundown. So I know over the years, a lot of people have been asking me what I've been using live. I've been using Kemper for a long time, but I went through all the different devices over the years. I started with Line 6 back in 1999. I was not using any cabs on stage. I was going direct to the house. I used the head first. I think it was called the HD1 head, and then of course, later on we went into the rack mount systems. So I was using that since 1999, and I fell in love with those systems because I liked all the tones, liked how tight it was, how it reacted when I played. Because a lot of people know that I do a lot of staccato riffing, really fast riffing, and those amps seemed to really work really well for what I was doing. And at that time, I noticed that there was not really anybody at the time doing that. There might have been people, but as far in the metal world where I'm from, everybody was just using these major stacks and 2-3 different heads, 4 heads, 10 heads. Everybody was using all that stuff, and I was just going direct to the first profiling stuff with Line 6. And of course, over the years I've used other devices, but I've stuck with Kemper for a while now, for maybe more than 10 years, and I really fell in love with the system. Now I got the Kemper Profiler 2, which is great. It's a great upgrade. So my system is really simple. Over the years, yeah, I used to have heads, but one of the reasons why I switched to the digital amplifiers is because my head got stolen. My 1986 JCM Marshall head that was modified by a guy named Alan. It got stolen in actually 1998. We were on tour with System of a Down, Fear Factory, Head PE, Spine Shake, and Static X, and during that tour it got stolen. So I went to Guitar Center and I was looking for stuff, and I found Line 6, and that's when I started using it. So that was the reason why I went that direction. And over the years I used to use a lot of pedals, distortion pedals, delay pedals, chorus pedals, reverb, noise gates. I used to use all that stuff. But over the years, because of the music we play, it's pretty intense. A lot of kids jumped on stage, they were doing stage dives, and everybody would hit that pedal, would hit those pedals. I'm like, man, if there's only a way I can get rid of all this stuff. And so I have, for the last, 30 years I got rid of it. And I've been using everything. For us now is controlled by the laptop. So we have a laptop that sends all the MIDI and it triggers to the Kemper, and it changes all my patches. So all my clean tones, all my different filtered tones, lo-fi tones, reverbs, delays, all that stuff is ran by the computer, and it makes it way easier. So if somebody jumps on stage, they don't hit any pedals. There's no pedals on the floor. Love that. And I love the fact that the computer runs everything, runs the whole show, all our click tracks, our in-ear systems, all our patches, all the vocal patches for all the delays and effects that he uses live. The computer triggers all that, and it works out just amazing. I'll show you a little glimpse of what I use. My stuff is pretty simple. It fits in a 4-space rack, and it's easy. I take it anywhere, take it everywhere, all over the world. I travel. It's lightweight. It's compact. It's cheaper on flights because we travel all around the world. And to have my tones that I've created over the years in one system is great. A lot of people know about this stuff, and that's great. But some fans out there don't know how we travel or how we use all this equipment. But yeah, it's great for flights because you don't have to pay a lot for your flight, and you have your tone everywhere you go. So that's amazing. Also, I use Shure wireless systems, and it's all one space, so everything fits in a 4-space rack, which is pretty small. It's not that big. And of course, we'll get into the guitars later. But first, let's check out this quick little system. This is the new Kemper. It's the Kemper 2. It's amazing. I profiled all my tones that I've had over the years, all my old school Marshalls, Mesa Boogies, and thousands of other ones that you can get online and anywhere else. But I just have the stuff I created on here. Okay, now in the back you can't really see, but I'll show you really quick. So it's kind of hard to see back here. There's kind of really no light, but this one little MIDI cable here goes to the back of the Kemper, straight into the computer, and the computer MIDI triggers all the patches for my tones, which is great. Like I said, I don't have to use anything on stage, no pedals, nothing. It does all the effects, all the switching here for me, so it works out perfect. For this tour, the tones that I'm using is my main rhythm tone, which has a little bit of reverb in it just to give a little bit of wider effect. We're using the clean tones for certain songs. I use clean guitar. I use a lo-fi effect, which is kind of like all the low end roll down. It sounds like AM radio type of thing. That's just for effect to make it sound small. Then when the main rhythm tone kicks in, it sounds big again. That's just for a certain effect. I just use a little delay on certain spots, and I use chorus on a few spots. So yeah, those are my main effects that I'm using on this tour. There have been past tours where I've used like 12 different effects for every little thing. Yeah, I want to recreate what I used on the records, you know. There have been times where I've just went raw, none of the effects, but you know, ever since we've been using the laptop for the past, can't tell how many, 10 years plus, and triggering all this stuff, it's worked out better because it sounds better closer to the album. This is my Shure wireless that I'm using. It's a ULX D4D, and it has 2 wireless systems here. One of them is for guitar, one of them is for Milo's vocals. All right. We also have I can't even read it, but it's the battery charger for all these inner systems. Where is the inner system? Oh, it's right here. This one. And this one has 4 inner systems and 1. This is also Shure, and it's one of the new Shure systems that came out this year. These are all the batteries for the battery packs that we use. So we have everything that we use for the show is in this 14-space rack right here, which is really easy because it can just roll on stage, roll off stage, and it's pretty quick. So this is my signature series put out by a company called Ormsby, which is based out of Perth, Australia. And we released these 7-string guitars about 5 years ago. They've done very, very well. This is the Demanufactour guitar. And it also has my signature Seymour Duncan pickup in it. It's called the Machete, which will be coming out December 2nd this year, 2025. So this is my signature series guitar. Now, one of the things about this is that when I play live, you know, we have a new singer named Milo, and he likes to swing his arms a lot. A lot of times he hits my my tuning keys, and they go out of tune, right? So lately, what I've been changed to the headless guitars. So this is basically pretty much the same body as what the guitar just showed you, except it has this part cut out for the tuning keys, right? It also still has my signature pickup. Also using D'Addario NYXL strings, 10 to 59. And again, it's headless. Now, obviously, I think I just explained to you why I use headless, because Milo always hits it, and now there's nothing for him to hit, so it doesn't go out of tune. So that's one of the reasons why I've been using these headless live. Also, they're constructed very well. A guy named Perry Ormsby makes these guitars, and they're just amazing. Of course, it has my glow-in-the-dark DC logo. So, and I also have the stripes here so I can see it better at night. So it's great. Love it. This tuning it's B standard, so it's the low one is B, and the rest of these are E standard, so it's B standard. Also, this is the 8-string guitar. It's also built by Perry Ormsby, and it's a great construction. And of course, no head. So a lot of people would ask me, why are you playing headless guitars? Why? Well, I just explained to you why. My singer likes to fling his arms, and hits the tuning keys and they go out of tune. So this avoids all that. There's a classic video at the Whiskey A Go Go, one of our first shows, where the first song, it was out of tune because Milo hit the headstock and it was out of tune. I had to like try to tune it while I was going live, but that's the reason. Now I've been using these. There's a couple different picks that I use right now. This one is I'm not even sure what brand it is. It comes from Poland, and they're sharp picks. I've been using these a lot lately for the past few years, and I like them because you get more definition out of the pick, right? But a lot of people can't use them because they don't really glide off the pick that well, and it kind of gets stuck on the string. So you got to be really precise with it. It's great for recording. I've been using it live a lot, but lately I've been using these. And the reason why I've been using these, it's a different material and it sounds brighter. And I need a little bit of brightness out of my pick. So these are kind of like semi-sharp. They're made by Dunlop, and this is what I've been using at the moment. So there you go. These are the Ultimate Ears. Joe out of North Hollywood makes these, and they're amazing. I love them, and I've been using them for the past, can't even tell you how many years I've been using them, but I got some new ones made for these past 2 years, and it has my logo on it, the DC logo, and they're great because it blocks out everything, and it actually helps us to play a lot tighter when you have in-ears in there. A lot of people don't like them because they can't hear the crowd or they can't hear the ambiance, and that's fine, but I like it to where I can just hear it precisely, so when I know if I mess up, I really know. Go to fearfactory.com for everything. Go to my Instagram, Dino Cazares. But one thing I didn't tell you about was I have all my tone packs that are coming out on a company called Chop Tones, which will be out September 27th. And you can get all my tones from all the different records. So from Soul in the Machine, to Demanufactour, to Obsolete, to Digimortal, Genexus, Mechanized, Aggression Continuum, and on Genexus. And you can get all the tones there. You can be able to download them all, or whatever individual pack you want. Each album will have its own pack. So go to choptones.com September 27th and you'll be able to get the tones there.